What if we start off to all go like this? No, you go the other way. And then it says, Dead and Mad on YouTube in the middle. That would be cool, wouldn't it?
You think so?
Yeah. This is Dead and Mad on YouTube.
Stay tuned. Check this out. 3, 2, 1, go!
Hello, welcome to
Dad.
and Matt. Today we have Kidmoto22 with us to answer some questions.
Yes.
Okay.
We're 22 and Daughtermoto1. What is that? What we should call you?
You sure? That'll work.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Yeah. Thanks for having us.
Are you going to get stuck in? Are you going to go straight in?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Right. Question number 1. For the people that don't know, what do you ride?
For what do I ride? Okay. So I have a 2017 Harley Davidson Road King Special.
Ooh. That's a big one.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
You saw it? Yeah, we saw it today, didn't we? And I showed you one of their videos. Mm-hmm. Nice bike. Very nice.
Thank you. It's comfortable.
Yeah.
It's comfortable.
We're hoping to get something similar, aren't we, Mad?
Yeah.
Some maybe a road glide. We'll see.
Ooh.
Maybe if not this year, then next year, because we want the comfort and the luggage and all that.
Once you get that, you'll know that I was afraid. I was afraid when I got rid of my Sportster that I was gonna regret the decision, and honestly, I have never regretted it.
I didn't want you to get a new one.
Yeah, Ava didn't really want me to get a new one.
I was like, no, you shouldn't get a new one because it's orange, it matches. But no, I'm glad you got the new one because it's bigger.
More comfortable.
Yes.
You can ride longer.
Yes.
Your butt doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
That's what we need, isn't it, man?
Yeah.
We need a bigger bike, more comfort, more luggage. But
So we're looking. Well, that's looking to get a
road glide.
road glider.
That would be nice. Road glide.
Yes.
Yep.
That would be nice.
You can fall asleep on the back of one of those, Mad.
Yeah, because it has like a little surface seat thing on the back.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to keep the Sportster if I can, but we'll see. We'll see.
We're gonna. Yeah, but are you sure you want to keep that old Bandit?
The Bandit. I've got a Suzuki Bandit. I don't know if you have those there, but that's my old workhorse, my commuting bike.
Sure.
So it might be that I downgrade the Sportster to the commuter.
It's so dusty, Dad.
It is filthy, but I ride it all year. I ride it in all the weathers, don't I?
You don't even clean it.
I don't clean it. I don't care about that bike. It's I look after the brakes and the tyres and the oil, and that's it.
Gets you from point A to point B.
Exactly.
And keeps you on 2 wheels.
Exactly.
Right. Where are you in the world? Can you tell us a little something about it?
Yeah. Why don't you tell them where we are?
We are in the United States in North Dakota, and which is right by it borders Canada, and it's cold in the winter. We get a lot of snow, and then it's warm in the summers, and so we get white Christmases.
Oh,
For sure.
Yeah.
So we're located in the middle of the United States, but in the very north section of the United States. So our top border borders Canada, and we are in kind of the coldest pocket of North America. So we have a pretty short riding season here. We ride for probably 4 months. We have really good riding for 4 months. You can go ride, colder weather if you extend it into, April and then October, November. But much beyond that, it's not happening. Yes.
Read that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's very rare. So that's crazy that you only get 4 months of decent riding weather. That must be torture.
Yeah, it is. I think it's the hardest right around this time of year when you really want to get out and ride again. And then it's funny. We talked to Shade Tree a little while back, and he said that he thinks that people in cold weather climates take riding a lot more seriously than people in warm weather climates because they have a shorter riding season. So you have to take advantage of every single day. So as soon as the weather gets nice for me or nice enough, I'm using my bike to commute back and forth to work. I use it for pretty much everything as soon as the weather gets warm enough. I try not to ride my car at all. I think it was 2 years ago, when I still had my Sportster. I didn't drive my car for a month.
Wow.
I rode every single day. So you have to, when you do that though, you have to prepare. I have good weather, all weather gear. I wear mainly leather because I found that to be the warmest thing for me, warmest and most comfortable. But the only thing I would say is that I'll ride if there's a chance of rain, but if I get up in the morning and it's raining already when I get up in the morning, I won't ride then. But I'll ride as long as it's not raining in the morning. And if I ride home in the rain, then so be it.
Yeah. I mean, when I commute to work daily, and I wear, apart from in the summer and the spring maybe, and the sort of early autumn, I wear textile. The thick sort of textile gear, because it keeps me warm and dry.
Yeah.
And it's often wet over here, so.
Right.
And then in the summer, in the summer, if it's raining, I'll put the gear on. If it's not, or if it's just going to be light rain, I'll just wear my Kevlar gear and throw some emergency sort of, the thin waterproofs in my bag.
Sure.
But your commute is is it 70 miles?
No, I ride about it's 30 miles one way. So I'll commute I'd say it's about 35 miles. So I'll ride about 70 miles a day when I do commute, but 30 miles one way. So if it's, 20, 25 degrees when I leave in the morning for work, when you get on the interstate, it's pretty cold. That'll be 0 or below with the wind chill. So you have to pretty much keep your skin pretty well covered.
Wow, yeah, that's insane. I think I understand what Shade Tree's saying there as well, because because I ride all year round every day. If I miss a ride on a weekend, it's not the end of the world for me, because I ride so much. I'm going to be riding again when I go back to work in the week. So riding on a weekend is not it's not the be all and end all. It doesn't matter if I miss a ride or don't manage to get out. Whereas, yeah, you guys will make the most of every opportunity.
Yeah, we try to, at least, but it's kind of funny because it's like that for anything that you do in this area of the country, right? So people that want to spend at the time at the lake or fish or whatever they do, everybody tries to spend as much time outside as they can, when that time of the year comes. So
yeah.
What is the best motorbike according to you?
The best motorbike according to me. Your dad's going to be able to answer this for me because he's listened to our podcast already. I'm a Harley Davidson fan. I like Harley Davidson motorcycles. That's what I like to ride. Ava says yes. Harley Davidson wasn't my first bike though. My first bike was a Kawasaki Vulcan. But I've always stayed with cruisers.
Was it blue? Or like,
it was really dark blue. Yep.
Yeah, dark blue.
Yep. I've always been with cruisers though. I enjoy a lot of other bikes. I enjoy looking at them. I enjoy the aesthetics. I don't have anything against any other motorcycles. And as far as riding goes, I've always ridden cruisers. I've actually never even ridden a sport bike before. Never even been on one, to be honest with you. But aesthetically, I think they're amazing looking machines. I think they're really beautiful to look at, and choppers too, right? I mean, there's a tons of motorcycles I think that I would love, and money being no object, I'd have one of everything, right? So I would try everything, but that's not the case, and so my preference is Harley Davidson's, and right now I'd have to say I have a strong to quite strong lean towards the Bagger family. So if I went down, I would I'd get a sport glide like Dustin has. because it's kind of a mini bagger, I think, or you can certainly make it that way. And if I go up, I'm going to get a road glide. So I think that's going to be that'll be my graduation bike when I retire, will be a road glide. But I really love the Road King. To me, it's kind of the perfect mix of a bagger and still has the roots of a bike that you can really toss around. So it's actually very, very close to the FXR frame.
Okay, yeah. We were talking earlier with Dustin about the Sport Glide. It was something that Soph mentioned to me as an idea when I was looking at changing for something with luggage and something a bit bigger. That's kind of an in-between, isn't it? The way we saw it was it's an in-between between the sporty and the like a sort of larger bagger. So it's a lot of engine.
It's a lot of engine on a mid-sized bike. I mean, it's his bike has the same engine as mine does, and it's quite a bit lighter. So if you haven't test ridden one, the Sport Glide is quite a bike. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, they do look nice. I like that you can detach the bags and stuff as well quite quickly. Yeah. But then I thought, well, I love my Sportster, and if I could find a way of putting bags on the side of that. There is possibilities there. So if I'm, it's not. I don't know. Like I feel like if I'm gonna get a bike for comfort and luggage, I may as well go all the way and just be done with it, and then that's me set for the foreseeable.
Right. No, I hear you.
And then we can do the camping, we can do longer trips, and there's no messing around. But we'll see.
Yep.
We'll see.
Yeah, we can. Because when we go camping one year, we can pack as a tent. We can pack everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I've been trying to convince Ava to try motorcycle camping, and she's not on board quite yet.
I want to, but I don't want to sleep outside.
She doesn't want to sleep outside. With bugs. She's afraid of bugs.
I did it once, and there were so many bugs, and the birds woke me up at 5 a.m, and I didn't like it because they were like screaming.
It's true.
It was really annoying. But, yeah.
We're yet to do a camping trip, but we had a couple planned for this year.
We're gonna shut the tent.
Yeah, of course you'll shut the tent. You got to shut the tent and keep the bugs out. But
yeah, and the tent. Are we gonna use the grass for the ground, or have you bought a ground? Because I don't want the grass for the ground.
No, there's a floor inside the tent.
Good, because I don't want grass for the ground, because grass is ticklish, and then when you wake up you'll be like, because when you're asleep you'll think it's something else, and then when you wake up you'll be like, ah!
We won't sleep on the grass. Are you ready to move on? Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm thinking of pizza again.
You thinking pizza? You're always thinking pizza? Go ahead, ask the question.
What's your favourite pizza topping?
My favorite pizza topping? Pepperoni.
Cheese.
Just
like cheese. It's just extra cheese. That's it. It's the best. It's the best pizza.
Cheese pizza is underestimated. Yeah. A good margarita or cheese pizza.
Yeah, that's my favourite as well, except my second favourite is probably salami on pizza. I like a bit of salami.
Or pepperoni as well.
Yeah.
No?
A little bit.
Yeah?
A little bit.
I like a barbecue base with a bit of chicken. Chicken and bacon, maybe. Like a Texas barbecue, they call it over here. I don't know if that's the thing over there. What are you doing?
Where do you like to ride?
Where do I like to ride? Where do you like to ride?
No. I like to ride kind of in town, where when it's like later at night, so like dinner time kind of, so when the sun's kind of starting to go down, then I just like to ride in town.
In town?
Not by water.
Not by water?
Far away from water, because I don't want to fall in the water if we get into an accident. Not by water.
There's not a lot of water near us.
Yeah, except for the river.
I like, my favorite kind of riding is long trips. I like to ride on long trips, but In town is obviously a little bit more nerve wracking because I obviously having a short riding season, people don't really look out for us as much as they do in warmer climates. So it's a little bit more. You really have to be on your toes because drivers just aren't looking for you and they're not seeing you. So that's, I think, probably the biggest reason why I like to ride on longer trips and out of town, because you're just not around as much traffic.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's probably my favorite.
I like to ride in town because then you go to the store and get candy.
That's always good.
Yeah, that's good to know because Dad, well, I want to get one of those like mini motorbikes, real motorbikes, but mini.
Yeah.
Like up to the engine on Dad's bike.
Yeah, you want a small motorbike?
Yeah, except only up to the engine of Dad's motorbike.
Then you can go get Dad a coffee.
No, I'm getting myself a Tango. Yeah, a Tango.
Tango.
Okay.
No, a 7-Up. A 7-Up. Yeah.
A 7-Up instead?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Ed can get his own.
He can get his own.
Coffee.
Where do you like to ride?
Well, if I'm on the back of your bike.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Where do you like to go with Dad? Or where would you?
Hardly Everton, because there's always 7-Ups and Tangos and hot chocolate and sausage. And...
So you like to go to the dealership to get free food and drink?
Yeah. and lots of poker chips.
Yeah.
And poker chips, yeah. I see you have a lot of poker chips behind you.
Mm.
And hopefully buy a bike.
Hopefully one day, yeah, one day we'll go in there and buy the bike, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to sign the papers with Dad?
Yeah. I'll go, Matt Actor, scribble.
It's a good idea.
What's your favourite hairstyle and what's your favourite beard style?
So you have to do hairstyle.
I probably like 2 French braids. That's how, like, I ask my mom to do that with my hair all the time. But it's kind of hard to do my hair because I got his curly hair. You can't really see it, but it's curly. So I got his curly hair, so it's kind of hard to deal with. So I usually just straighten it.
Ah, cool.
But doesn't really do good for
Also, it actually burns your hair.
I know.
Mm-hmm. It does burn your hair. Yeah, she doesn't. We tell her that, but she keeps on doing it.
I use heat protection spray, which helps a little bit. But I haven't been doing it while we're on the break, while we're not at school, because I'm not going anywhere.
And I don't know if you can see, Matt, but my beard is short right now.
Yeah.
I had a trimming mistake. I usually keep my beard a lot longer, and it's too short right now.
It used to be.
It used to be a little bit longer. It was probably about an inch or so longer.
He used to have his beard like all the way down to here, and he looked kind of scary.
I looked kind of scary.
Yeah, you looked scary.
I've heard that you're a tall guy as well.
Yeah, I am. I'm 6'3".
Oh, same, pretty much. I think I'm like 6'2", 6'3".
Okay.
Yeah.
So not quite as tall as Gorilla Biker. Do you know him?
Yeah.
Gorilla biker.
Yeah. He's in Ireland.
How tall is he?
How tall is he?
I think he's 6'6".
Oh wow.
Whoa!
Because when we were talking to Dustin and Mad said that it's not very often that I come across someone taller than me, which I'm guessing you would relate to. But
yeah,
when I meet Gorilla Biker, because I will meet Gorilla Biker, I'm talking about, well, my plan was to go and see him this year, just to get the ferry and over to Southern Ireland and go and see him for a little ride.
Wait. How tall is he compared to you? Just pretend you're standing up right now. How tall would he be?
Maybe like this much bigger.
Whoa!
But yeah, I find it quite. I'm quite
cool.
surprised when I eventually come across someone. I have to look up to them. Like it's sort of. I'm not used to
weird.
it.
Yeah, I hear you.
I always look up to people.
Hi, Dad.
I always have to look up to people.
Yeah, my girls didn't get my tall jeans,
No,
so
Mia did. Mia's pretty tall. She's almost as tall as me.
it's true.
But I always have to look up to people because everyone's like, and I'm just like this.
Yeah.
But
You're the shortest person in your class, right? In your grade?
almost. I'm the second shortest. There's one person that's like an inch shorter than me.
Is it a boy?
No, it's a girl.
Oh, is it a girl that's shorter than you?
Yeah,
Okay.
but all of my friends are taller than me.
They are quite a bit taller than you.
Yeah, most of my friends are taller than my mom too.
Yeah, well, your mom's short also.
Yeah, my mom's short too.
Yeah.
How tall is your mom?
She's 5'1".
Oh wow, because Sophie's 5'2", so
Oh, Sophie's
we've got
5'2".
quite similar height differences going on there.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I'm 4'7.5".
Oh wow.
How tall am I?
I'm not sure, but I'll have to measure you later.
Yeah, no, measure me now.
I haven't got anything to measure right now.
Well, measure me with that.
I would hope that Mad becomes quite like, you know, I don't think she'll be short for like. I think she'll be. I'm guessing the same will be for your daughters, eh? You know,
Maybe
they'll
there.
probably get a bit of both.
Maybe there.
I like being short. It's fun because you're fun-sized.
You're fun size when
Yeah.
you're short?
Yeah, you're fun-sized when you're short. And you most of the time win at hide and seek.
Win at hide and seek, okay.
Except for when I'm hiding with my sister because Mia's like crazy good at hide and seek.
She is good at it.
Never find her.
She's good at it.
Yeah.
Because she's a bit shorter than you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah, but
she's got a lot of patience. She can hold still for a long time,
Soon
and
she'll be taller than me because she's wearing shoes right now that I wore last year.
Oh,
yep.
wow.
When I was in 6th grade, when I was 11, and she's 8, and she's wearing shoes I wore when I was 11.
Yeah, we think that Mia's probably going to be. I think she'll probably be 5'7" or 5'8" if I were to guess how tall Mia's going to be, and I think Ava's probably going to be real close to her mom's
Like
height.
5.
5 feet tall, 5'1" probably.
I like being short.
I think Sophie's looking forward to when Mad is in the same shoe size as her, so then they can just go out on a big shopping spree and buy loads of shoes between them.
What is your dream ride?
Ooh.
Dream ride, where to go or a motorcycle?
Where to go, or motorbike, or both?
Where to go?
Where to
Yeah.
go?
Where would you like to go if you could ride anywhere you wanted on my motorcycle with me? Where would you want to ride to?
I don't know. Probably to a big candy store.
A big candy store.
Big candy store, and then we buy everything there and come back, and your bike's almost exploding with candy and coming back.
Oh,
You think?
sounds like a dream for sure. That sounds like one of my dreams.
I don't know. There's I mean, you can always say there's like the Pacific Coast Highway is always a one that people talk about. Needles Highway that's in South Dakota. There's some places in Montana I think that would be really cool to ride. I think
Ride down to Florida.
ride down to the Keys to the Florida Keys. I think on 11 Mile Bridge or whatever the bridge is that is surrounded by water on both sides.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes that your dream ride is your next one, right? The next best ride is your dream ride. So
Yeah, ooh.
Let's go to the candy store.
let's go to the candy store.
Yes.
Huh?
Well, that's easy. Like that'll be easy enough for you to. I mean, not everyone has a daughter so easy to please. You know.
Exactly. All I got to do is take her to a gas station and get some M&Ms, and we can go.
Yeah, just fill the bags.
Well, my dream, you can't fulfill my dream ride.
Okay, go on.
Go to a cat shop and buy all of the cats.
Oh,
No.
I don't want that dream either.
Hey!
You just get to hug them all.
Because I went to I want a lap cat, so all of them can sit on my legs and everything. Whee!
You
And
just lie in a bed of cats.
yeah. And then I can joke and go, woo, yourself. No, yourself. No, yourself.
You'd get a lot of cat hair on you, though, on your shirt.
It doesn't matter. I can just say no.
Do you still wear your cat ear headbands?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
What do I plan for this year?
What do you have planned for this year?
What do we have planned for this year? So we're going to try to ride more because we didn't get to ride as
Yeah.
much last year, right?
Yeah. Probably like 2 times.
Yeah, we probably only rode 2 times last season. So we're going to try
Yeah.
to ride more, and we're going to try to get Mama on the bike more, aren't we?
And I need a new helmet because it probably doesn't fit me.
We'll see. I don't know if you might need a new helmet. We'll have to try that out. And I know we have the Midwest Moto Meetup in September.
Of course.
That we're going to be going down for. Well, I will be. These guys will be in school, and so barring the health crisis being over, we will be doing the Midwest Moto Meetup, and that's hosted by the 5 Dirty Bikers. So that's going to be exciting. That's going to be in Lexington, or I'm sorry, not Lexington, in Louisville, Kentucky this year. So we have that in September, and other than that, I'm hoping to take my wife to Duluth, Minnesota. That would be about 300 miles one way, a little bit under 300 miles, and then we want to ride what it's called the North Shore of Lake Superior. So there's a bunch of lighthouses and stuff that are in that direction. So we'd like to ride there. So we have
We should
just
ride
kind of a
up
couple
to
things.
Canada because I haven't been to Canada before.
Just ride up to the border and ride back.
No, like in Canada.
Ride in Canada.
Yeah, because I haven't been to Canada before.
Oh,
I want to go. I want to go.
There might be a candy. There might be a candy store, and then you can go in and then find a new kind of candy and see if you like it.
Yes.
We can buy you Canadian candy.
Yeah,
You think that'll be okay?
maybe.
For us to get anywhere, Mad, we have to ride a long way because our states and our country is really big.
Yeah.
So we have to ride a very long way. So when I'm riding down to our Midwest Moto Meetup in September, it's going to be almost 1,100 miles.
Wow.
I love
How long will that take?
I will do that in 2 days. So I'll ride about 550 across 2 states in 1 day, and then I'll ride about it'll be close to 600 the second day, and it'll be across 3 states.
Yeah. Wow. I think we're quite lucky that we could probably ride into like up to the uppermost Scotland in like a day if you really if you covered the miles, put a lot of miles in. There's people that have done the Land's End to John O'Groats, like top to bottom. I think in less than a day, I would imagine. But it's a big task. But you could probably go across the country in a day easy. Well, not easy, but compared to you guys, yeah, that's a lot of miles you'll have to cover, dude. But it sounds good.
Yeah. There's a ride they call it here, and you guys probably have it too, called the Iron Butt, where you do 1,000 miles in a 24-hour period.
Yeah.
I have not done anything like that, and I don't know if that's going to be in my history books at any point, but you do have to take significant breaks and that kind of stuff. And there's been even a couple of people I know that have laid down and slept on a park bench for a couple hours and kept going. So anytime you do a long ride, at least when we did it last year, I have a guy that I rode with a couple times, and we usually try to take a break about every 100 miles. And get off and stretch, and even though your tank can get you 250,
Go to a gas station.
right? Go to the gas
Eat
station,
something
eat
and
something, drink something, go to the bathroom. Yep. But if you take a break about every 100 miles, it makes it a lot more manageable. And then somebody told me, rather than thinking about your day in rather than thinking your day is 550 miles, you think about your day as being 5 trips of 100 miles.
Yeah.
And it makes the rides it makes it a lot easier, because then you think it's 100 miles, and then you're stopping and you're going to take a break and do whatever, and then it's 100 miles rather than a 500-mile day.
Yeah, it sounds good. We're just slowly building Mad up to more distance and more time. But I'll get days off in the week, so I'll be doing a bit more distance riding on my own until Mad's up to going a bit further.
Sure.
I'm scared to ask this question.
Which one?
I'm scared.
No, it's fine. You can ask.
What's your favourite YouTube channel?
My favorite YouTube channel.
You have to tell the truth. You can only pick one.
I can only pick one favorite channel. Okay.
We can't impose those rules.
Please.
What's my favorite YouTube channel? I don't know. You know,
I don't know either.
that's not fair because I have other people that I work with all the time, and I can't just pick one of their channels, can I?
No, pick 3 out of all of them. Just pick 3.
Just pick 3. I can't pick 3. I think, you know, obviously we watch some of the big ones. So we watch Blockhead and Bike and Bird and Shade Tree, and I think I subscribed to Dustin's channel when he had 23 subs. So I've been watching Dustin since very soon after he started.
Yeah.
I've been watching Tony's channel for a long time, and Mary's channel for a long time, and Mike's channel for a long time. And then you know, most recently I started watching some other people that I didn't know. I mean, I've been watching Dad Mad for a long time.
Good answer.
And Gorilla Biker for a while, and you know, and then some new people that have just gotten out and or are just getting started that have joined our Discord. We've watched some of those people, or have watched some of those people recently. Oh, look, it's our dog.
Here, Ava, get up.
That's the second. Oh, it's the second dog guest that we've had.
Your second dog guest.
Yeah.
But yeah, we watch a little bit of everything.
That's good.
Right. I'm asking Ava first. What's your favourite animal?
Tigers. I love tigers, especially white tigers, because they're so cute.
Yeah, we've had that before, haven't we?
Yeah, Dustin answered the exact same answer.
Yeah.
You had that answer before?
Yeah, Dustin said that earlier. He said tigers, and especially white tigers.
Oh, wow.
How
I
about
love tigers.
My favorite animal is an elephant.
Wow.
An elephant.
Yes.
They're strong creatures, they are.
They are, and you know what? They have some of the best memories of any animals.
Yeah, except if they have the best memories, that they have big heads, except they have small brains. So how is that?
And it's a good question, isn't it?
Yeah.
No one knows.
Yeah.
But they have really good memories.
Those are good answers. I like that. Elephant and a tiger.
Yeah.
I also like bunnies.
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 Also, what is your hobby apart from biking?
Oh man, that's a good one. What do you like to do? What's your hobby?
Biking.
Play Minecraft.
Play Minecraft.
Okay, I've got Minecraft.
You have Minecraft too?
Yeah, I've got it on my Switch. My Nintendo Switch.
Your Nintendo Switch. Okay. What do I like to do besides motorcycling?
You like to take care of your beard.
I like to take care of my beard.
With all your beard oils.
With my beard oils. That's a good question. That's a good question, Matt. You know, I don't have a lot of time for a lot of other things.
I also like to spend time with me.
What about in the winter? How do you spend your time when you can't ride? Do you do maintenance or? This
winter I've just been doing you know, like I have my winter mods or whatever, so I've done some things to my motorcycle, some, you know, changes to it this winter, and I'm hoping to, once I build my subscriber base a little bit, I talked about it last year, I want to do like a 20 questions, like kind of like what Mad's doing, but I want to do like a speed round, right? So I'll have like 10 questions, just ask them really fast. Give me your first answer, first thing that pops into your brain. Next question, kind of move on. Just do like a, whatever it is, 10 questions or 20 questions with Kidmoto, and so that I can do these really short videos that are maybe like 3 to 5 minutes long, right? And so I'm hoping to do something like that next season. So just something to kind of bring some of the humor that just will be kind of something fun and new and different to bring to the channel. I think just provide a little bit of diversity. That's kind of the same thing with doing some 2-up riding and stuff this year, is doing a little bit more diverse things. So I worked with a guy who has a YouTube channel, Being Here Now with Percy. I don't know if you've seen Percy's stuff. He did put out a video a little while ago about a dual motovlog setup that he used for his cardo, and so I got a new helmet this winter, and I just wired it up most recently to do dual vlogs. I'm hoping to dual vlog with my wife and dual vlog with Ava a little bit more this summer. So I'm hoping to bring some more things like that to the channel. And it was funny when you mentioned my audio in the video that you and Mad just watched. So my audio last season was done. I had separate audio and video, and my audio was done, recorded on an app on my iPhone. And when the audio was good, it was absolutely fantastic. Mm-hmm. But the problem is that I blew out audio more oftentimes than I did. So my last season, I probably scrapped more motovlogs than I posted because of bad audio.
Wow.
In fact, there was more than one time when I went and batch recorded. So I recorded two motovlogs, and then I would come home and listen to the audio. Audio was bad. I went right back out on the bike and recorded them again because it was bad audio. So I really needed to get my audio situation squared away, and I have an external recorder that I'll be able to use if the GoPro audio situation is a fail. So I did buy a setup to do record right to the GoPro with that dongle piece, and so I'm going to try that for a while, and hopefully that works out well for me. But I'm hoping to do some more things like that. So.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I did watch that video with Percy as well. Being in there with Percy, we have almost the exact same setup. Apart from we just use a regular splitter. We don't use the one that splits the two channels, which I found interesting when I watched it.
Well, I want to add.
So I was looking at maybe trying that or looking into that.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
I'm gonna add one.
You're gonna add a question?
Yeah, just because Ava likes candy so much.
Go on then.
This is gonna be a hard question for her. What's your favourite candy?
Oh no. I like gummy bears and Starbursts and Skittles.
And Reese's peanut butter cups.
Yes, Reese's peanut butter cups. And Hershey's chocolate.
She asked for your favorite, not your 10 favorite.
Yeah, I don't really have a favorite. It just depends what mood I'm in.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I want something like chocolate, and then sometimes I want something fruity. Because
we're almost a teenager now, so the mood rules our life.
I can show you a bag of my favorites, because what Grandad Woody just got me on my favorites.
What? Just random sweets?
Yeah. There's chocolate mice. There's chewy meerkat things that are a bit like gummy bears, except just harder. Chocolate mice.
Chocolate mice.
Yeah, chocolate mice.
Like a pick and mix. You like a pick and mix?
Yeah, like a pick and mix.
Do you call it pick and mix over there?
And a stretch.
You have to go to like a specialty candy store where you can throw a bunch of different ones in a bag to get something like that.
Yeah.
Just the regular stores are, just the prepackaged stuff, but.
Yeah, same.
And I've got another two. Like a stretch, a fish that looks like a mint, but it's actually like just like a stretchy fish thing.
You like gummy sweets, basically.
Yeah,
gummies.
Gummies are good.
and then there's this like that shaped one, and then it has like a bit of sugar on it, and it's like a palm kind of shade, and it's really sweet, and it's really really sweet.
What about Reese's peanut butter cups? Those are my favorite.
I love those. I've just bought a box of Reese's Puffs cereal,
Oh yeah.
which is like £6 a box over here, which is like, I don't know how much is that. It's about $7 or $8 maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had to try it because we don't have it over here, so I had to get it special.
I also like Lifesaver gummies. Those are really good.
I've seen those. We don't have them here, but
Well,
I think somebody sent some to me
What are
before.
lifesaver gummies?
They're these little circles with like a hole in them. It's kind of like a donut, but they're gummy, and there's green apple, watermelon, strawberry, orange. They're really good.
They come in the Lifesaver pack size. A little bit bigger.
What's your favorite drink?
Sprite. It's like 7-Up. It's basically the same thing.
You like that, don't you?
Yeah, I like it. I like that. We've got some more questions here, just so it's only a little bit.
I think these are questions that Mad writ specifically for
Eva?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
These are only for Ava.
All right. All you.
Okay.
What's your favourite film character or cartoon or video?
I don't know. I don't really know. Well, I like Olaf from Frozen.
Olaf's funny.
Yeah, he's funny. Because, you know, when he comes to part, doesn't he?
Yep.
We need to watch the second one
And
already,
he
don't
wants to melt. He goes, ooh, I'm melting.
Yeah, I like Olaf a lot. I don't know what else. I think Olaf's like my favorite. I don't know. I like some other ones, but there's so many.
Mine's Stitch.
Oh,
Stitch.
yeah, Stitch. Stitch is really cute.
Cool. What else you got for Ava?
I've got... What's your favourite thing to do at home?
Eat food or play Minecraft.
Eat candy and play Minecraft, I think.
Yeah,
Yes.
she likes her electronics a lot.
While play can. So with this hand you can play Minecraft, and this stuff you can go.
Yep.
Yep.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. I might have a go at that on the Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be tricky though. I might die.
You know what her favorite food is, Mad? She could not live without goldfish crackers.
Yeah.
I don't think we have goldfish crackers over
What
here.
are they?
Do you guys have Cheez-Its?
Don't think so.
Mm.
Okay.
They like a cracker, but it's got a bit of a sweetness to it.
Nope.
They're
Nope.
crackers. They're crackers shaped like a fish, and they don't taste like fish. They kind of taste like cheese. Like it's kind of hard to explain, but they're salty and they kind of taste like cheese, and they're really good.
Yep, they're like real small, so they're tiny, like this big.
I'm gonna go get the box.
It's quite literally her favorite thing in the entire world to eat.
I think we've got some of them.
We used to have.
We used to have like some of the
box.
Here we go.
we've
Oh wow, that looks like a huge box.
Yeah, it's like a huge milk container. That's
I
what they
like
look
that.
like.
Oh man.
Oh,
I wanna try some.
we kind of have a bit of them. We have these little boxes in different shapes, and they're about as small as that, and they taste a bit like cheese, and they're a bit salty as well.
Yep, that's kind of yep. These are cheesy, and they're not very salty though, just a little salty.
Yeah.
Yeah, the same with these
Yep.
ones that we've got.
Very nice.
Right. What do you like about riding?
I don't know. I think it's probably because you get to go really fast, and because I really like to go fast on things. Like, I always tell him to go faster when he's riding. Yeah, because I think it's different than riding in a car, because riding in a car, it's not really as fun, because you just have to sit there and look out the window, but there's no windows on motorcycles, so you can just see everything, and everything goes by really fast. It's fun.
You're the same, aren't you?
Yeah, that's right. I've got one last question.
One last question.
I guess we already know because she's already got one. But would you like to have a bike when you're older?
Has she got one?
Yes, I want to. I don't have one, but I want one.
Then how come you ride?
I ride with my dad.
Is it because of the picture I showed you on her Instagram?
Yeah.
She thought that was maybe she thought you rode already because I showed her a picture of just you and the bike.
Oh, when she was
No.
sitting on it.
Yeah, I think so, maybe.
Yeah, I've taken a few pictures of just her sitting on the bike, Mad. She doesn't have her own bike yet. And
Yeah.
it'll be a while, probably until after she gets her driver's license and drives for a while before we'll think about getting her a bike if that's what she really wants to do.
I'm not getting my driver's license anytime soon. I'm gonna be a really bad driver.
She's a few years away from driving, so we have to work on some concentration and focus first.
Yeah, I think
Right.
I think taking the girls out on the bike helps though, doesn't it, with road sense and getting used to. I like Mad's already talking to me about speed limits and letting me know when the junctions are clear and when I can go and stuff like that. She's already thinking about stuff, so I think it definitely helps when they start driving and riding.
Yeah, balance. I think the balance is a big thing too, because you have to, I think the doing multitasking while you're riding, I think can be overwhelming for any new rider, not just women, but for any new rider who has to work a handbrake and a foot brake and a clutch and a shifter and all of those things at one time.
Yeah.
And that was the one thing that I really was, and I don't know if you've ever paid attention to yourself when you ride, how much of that becomes muscle memory.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you're like watching your own motovlog and you're talking and you're looking around, but you realize you're also shifting and downshifting and upshifting and doing all of that at the same time. And it's all muscle memory. You're not thinking about it, So that's, and that's, again, that's learned. It's not, you don't just wake up and know how to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
So Matt, are you going to ride your own bike someday?
Yeah, but I think I'll have a skateboard first.
A skateboard first? That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Do you know what kind of bike do you want? Are you going to get a Harley like your dad?
Yeah, mine is gonna be like Dad's, except blue sparkly flames.
Blue sparkly flames, okay.
And lower handlebars.
Yeah, and lower handlebars, and a really, really soft, deep seat, like this.
Like the sofa.
Yeah, it's like really deep, like something that your bum sinks into, and then your legs just go like that, and you go.
Seems like you're talking about like a cafe racer.
Yeah.
Then you can go really fast on it.
Yeah, one of them. There you go.
You can turn a Sportster into a cafe racer. If you want a bike like mine, but that style.
Yeah.
How?
We'll figure it out when you're older.
I'll just have your bike and paint the flames blue, and paint the flames blue.
You never know if I've still got it by then, maybe.
And I'll just use your old handlebars.
It'd be a good first bike for you. By the time you're old enough to ride, that bike will have had some miles on it.
Yeah.
I'll be able to ride and then just take the city bar and go.
Cool.
And this garage will be mine.
And then you're going to take me on the back instead.
No.
No. You won't take me on the back?
Well, sometimes. What's the coolest thing about you?
The coolest thing
maybe answer that about each other.
The coolest thing about each other, huh? Okay. I think the coolest thing about my daughter is how kind she is.
Oh, that's nice.
Her when I went to her teachers conference this year, her teacher told me all of these really amazing things about her, and one of the things she said was that she was the kindest kid in all of middle school, and that really made me feel like I've done a good job as a parent, and made me really proud of her to find out that she was that kind. Kids her age usually aren't very kind, and so that was one thing that I really really liked, and I think it's something that's really cool because sometimes kids don't think it's cool to be kind, and she doesn't care about that. So
That's awesome. Good job, Ava.
yeah.
Coolest thing about you is that you're not mean. You're nice, because some parents are mean to their kids because they don't like their kids. But you're nice to me and my sister.
Oh, that's cute.
Oops.
That's
And because you're always doing nice things for us, like painting our living room and repainting my bedroom.
That's what I got to do on our vacation. I painted. So you know what the coolest thing about motorcycles is, man?
What?
This right here is the coolest thing about motorcycles. Being able to meet people all over the world and talk to people and make friends with people that you never thought you'd even know.
Mm.
That's the coolest thing about motorcycles.
And the second coolest thing about motorcycles. You want to know what the second coolest thing about motorcycles is?
How loud they are?
No.
Oh,
Is
tell
that
me.
motorcycles?
That they're motorcycles?
Because they're motorcycles.
That's right. It's a good statement.
Like every day you are talking about some new person that you met, and I was like, who's that? You're like, oh, just someone I met over Instagram or YouTube or
Yep.
someone.
Awesome.
The community is pretty amazing.
We just started this for memories, but what's come out of it is we've met a bunch of people, like-minded people across the world, and made some really cool friends out of it. And I like that we're meeting more father and daughter duos, like there's yourself and Moto Sarge, who we're speaking to later this week, and Daughtermoto, Mr. Kansas guy. You know, all these fathers and daughters that are riding together. I think that's really cool, and that we're meeting other fathers and daughters like us as well.
Yeah, I just like the idea that you know, I think you and I are probably pretty similar in age, and I like the idea that motorcycling and the community itself is you know, a lot different and has opened up to you know, being more accepting of families that ride and of women riders and that kind of stuff. And I want my daughters to know that you know, they can do whatever they want in the community. You know, they can ride if they want, or they can be a passenger if they want, or they can, you know, just be around the community if they want. That there's a place for them in the community if they choose that.
Yeah, for sure. Do you have one last thing to say or ask?
Is there anything you want to say? Or
Anything I want to say? No, I just want to say thank you for having us on, and thank you for talking to us today. I appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun talking to you guys and being interviewed.
It has been fun. We've enjoyed it. Have you enjoyed it?
yeah.
I've enjoyed it.
I'm on the other side of the questions now.
Makes a change. Where it makes a change for you, where you can sit back and just answer the questions from other people.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Steve. We really appreciate it, and thank you, Ava, as well.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pleasure to meet you, Ava, and a pleasure to speak to you, mate. Do you want to say anything to Ryan or Ava?
Well, it's been a real treat having you here with us. Thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Well to us.
Okay.
Thanks, guys. Really.
You guys take care.
And you, man. I'll see you soon.
Yeah. Bye.
See you later.
Okay then. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.